Runner-up at 119 and 09, the 112 champ in 2008, the runner-up at 103 in 07, trying to become the first wrestler to win a title at two different schools.
Well, Wright is outstanding. He's so quick and explosive, and Wright is the visitor on the scoreboard, but never count out Ethan Raley. That young man is an outstanding wrestler in his own right. Both are state champions, and they're coming back again. Nice foot sweep by Wright, and he's got a front headlock with a knee block, but Raley's fighting through it. And now, a great flurry of action. Wright's going to come through and get a takedown here. He can work up. He does.
Jumps out to a 2-0 advantage. Keith Grant, Tim Bradley, the head coaches at Indian Creek. Danny Williams and Tim Wright, Brandon Wright's dad, on the coaching staff at Warren Central.
Raley's now in a predicament because Wright has his legs locked and he's working the upper body for a pinning combination. Soon it could be considered once again a stalemate, but there's not much action from Raley underneath. Here he builds a base now, and Wright is working the near arm bar, and he's hooking the ankle behind, and he's content right now. I think he might just see this one go through the rest of the period if he can.
4-time in the state finals for Brandon Wright, a 3-time All-American, Super 32 runner-up at 125, a cadet freestyle national champion, a junior national 4th place winner, and again committed to IU.
IHSAAsports.org is your source for Indiana high school sports, featuring
deserving ranking. Raley is ranked number 5. Raley, on an interesting note, won the state as a freshman from Indian Creek and also out of the Evansville semi-state. As a sophomore, he came in. He was defeated last year on Friday night in a 3-2 match by Justin Kiefer of Roncalli, and that is the same individual who defeated him this year by fall. And to get to the final match, Raley defeated Kiefer 7-2. So a nice history there, and he's finally back under the lights.
Justin Sertzes from Crown Point was the 2009 winner at 125. And again, Raley, as we go to the second period, him trailing 3-0, is riding a string of 64 consecutive victories. But quite a tall task to get that streak to continue against the likes of Brandon Wright.
Brandon Wright is just outstanding, and there's a good reason that Coach Goldman from IU wants him. You're seeing it on display tonight. Both are outstanding. Raley will be back next year, and Wright will be wrestling for the Hoosiers. He's got a nice underhook. He's really good with the foot sweeps. There's a snap down. Oh no, he's out of bounds. I think that was a good call. His knee hit first.
Those of you lucky enough to have the Big Ten Network on your satellite or cable provider, if you've been to these wrestling state championships the past couple of years, a lot of Indiana kids not in Big Ten rosters, Coach.
Certainly are. Andrew Howe was here a couple of years ago, and he is just wrestling outstanding. He finished second in NCAA last year, and IU and Purdue especially are loaded with Indiana wrestlers. Nice cross pick by Raley off of the underhook. Now you'll watch. It's 3-0. Let's see what Wright does. He looks like he's checking for blood or checking for injury time, or okay, he's got it. So it's blood injury timeout. Now Wright will come back out, and he's very good at working about the head, pummeling, and maybe just keeping his opponent guessing what's going to happen, at least keeping his attention, and that usually sets up one of his shots.
The 15th annual IHSAA Team Wrestling State Finals will be at Center Grove High School next week. Our next webcast will be at 1 o'clock next Saturday. We'll be at the nearby IUPUI Natatorium for the boys swimming and diving. You can join us just about 1 o'clock here on IHSAAsports.org.
It's going to be a very exciting team state again this year. We'll talk about it in a moment. Nice shot by Raley. He's countered. Front headlock and a shuck by Wright. And I believe Raley's fighting. He doesn't give it up, but my goodness, how good Wright is. Nice counter out. He kept the leg. A 2-point takedown.
He's ahead 5-0 now. Clock is stopped with 25 ticks left in period number 2.
A lot of the individuals that are here this weekend and in the finals tonight will be having one more chance this year to wrestle for their team in the state championship trophy next week at Center Grove. And that, if anyone wants to see outstanding high school competition, make your plans to get to Center Grove. Wright is on top. He's running a spiral ride or a half Nelson. He's hooking. He's hoping perhaps that Raley will try to clamp down or try a roll, which he's trying. And maybe hope too much because Raley's able to get his escape. He hooked down, squared up, and got to his feet and got away.
So Raley gets on the board with a point. Makes it 5-1 now, and he has some work to do. Period number 3. He trails it, even though the point's yet to be put up on the board.
Yeah, one of the scoreboards has it, one does not, but it's definitely 5-1. And Raley's taking neutral. He's going on his feet because not so sure. He feels like he can get out, or he's got enough time to burn with a 5-1 deficit. Wright will work the head, and then he'll get some motion going. He'll see how Raley tries to or reacts to the head. There's a nice snap down. He's got the underhook. The foot sweep is coming again. Wright's very good at that. He'll get some motion. He'll get Raley to move, and he's looking for that ankle, and he's trying it. Oh. Raley tried to do basically a lateral drop, and Wright was ready for it.
2 more on the board for Wright.
2 and then 2 again for the near fall points. So
9-1 the advantage now, and he's a minute 15 away from a state championship.
Again, he's a outstanding wrestler, and he's wrestling very smart, very aggressively, and I don't think Ethan's got enough of an answer tonight. But Ethan Raley is a great wrestler in his own right, and he certainly has come through a hard road to get where he is.
Now he's a junior.
Yes. He avenged a couple losses from the season, a big loss last year, and he's in the state finals. And Indian Creek has made some real gains in Indiana high school wrestling. 2 wrestlers here tonight, and the 189-pounder unfortunately was injured, and he was ranked number 1 in the state. This is a major decision as of now. Raley would like to close the gap just a little bit. I don't think. Nice roll. He can reach back and catch the head and kind of lat toss him down, but that didn't work. Wright's having nothing to do with that.
Well, Brandon Wright's been here before and will climb to the top of the podium for the 2nd time in his career. 9-1 the final score. Your 125-pound champion from Warren Central High School over Ethan Raley of Indian Creek. Congratulations to Brandon Wright.
Very impressive match. Near dominating match, but don't fault Raley for it. I know he's upset.